So I finally got here. This, what is this place? So back in the day, I think in the 60s, this place closed down. This is an old Union Carbide manufactory slash plant. I don't know that much about carbide production, but I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring today. It's a pretty neat place. I've always liked it. I've been here quite a few times, but I've got the new camera, so I wanted to do some recording with some better quality. So we're gonna start down this way. Now I'm gonna try to keep this camera as steady as I can manage, but unfortunately the mount that I brought with me does not attach correctly to my backpack. So I'm actually gonna have to hold the camera while I do this, which I don't particularly like, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Now, I'm not going to give away the location of this place. Not that it can be vandalized or anything. There's really not that much left of it. But this place is rather hazardous. It's not really close to any town. So if you get hurt out here, you're pretty fucked. Actually, I'm going to take a second. I gotta get my gloves put on. Check my headlamp. Be right back. Alright, here we go. I have to check my lamps and everything. Because it gets pretty dark down at the end of this place. I'm curious to see the low light capabilities of this camera. I hear that they're pretty good, so. Moon crickets. Now it's interesting. The first time I actually came in here, of course I was by myself, and I don't know if you can see it, but at the end of this little hallway corridor, there's a big pile of rubble. Now I got down here. Of course, this is before I had my good headlamp. And I heard some very angry sounding noises coming from down here. I suspect that it was probably some foxes or some sort of an animal had made a nest down here and was not particularly pleased with my presence. So, needless to say, I turned around and walked the fuck back out of here. Scared the shit out of me, though. Ooh, we got a bit of a breeze down here. The corridor. There's a big door here. That's pretty solid. Sheet metal product. What was that? Weston Steel Company fire door. Let's see if I can. There's another fire door there. Let's go for a little walk here. Oh. Some sort of conveyor system. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little beam of light here coming out of this. I don't know what's up there. But yeah. Ooh, that sounds a bit hollow. This stuff looks like it's sagging a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't be under here. Now actually this is pretty short, but I mean I'm standing straight up in here, so I mean it's not that bad clearance wise. See what's up that way. I'm not gonna walk all the way down that way, it's a dead end. Let's see what's this way. Now I believe this comes up under one of those big storage container things. Fuck. Alright, I'm correct. Ah, fuck it. No, actually I'm not gonna go out this way. I'm gonna go back through here and I'll go around. All this concrete, and there's another moon cricket. Hello, little fella. I think that's what you call them. I've always called them moon crickets. They probably have an actual proper name, so I don't know what the fuck they are. It's somewhat like some sort of electrical insulators down there on a rack. But I'm not climbing back there and all that rubble. Another fire door. Maybe a storage room of some sort. Whoa. Oh. I saw these little whiskers coming out. It scared the shit out of me. Oh, it was a spider. Not a big fan of spiders. All the electrical boxes. This place must have consumed a lot of electricity. You can see where electrical lines used to run through here. I believe there's some old ceramic insulators on some of the racks this way. I think I may have recorded. Yep, there we go. Most of them are broken, but those are, you know, they have to use pretty substantial insulators when working with high voltage. So that's why those are there, to isolate them from the steel supports that held the wires in place. Now, as far as I can tell, you can see there's damage on the floor here. It looks like when they closed this place up, they just took a bulldozer and just pushed everything all the way to the back there. That's why you see that big pile of rubble at the end. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. Let's see, these are a little bit kind of interesting. There's no way in hell I would crawl in there. I was checking to see if and on my screen here on this GoPro, the film looked a little shaky, like it was really low frame rate, but actually it's just the display. I went back and looked for a second, and it seems to be all recording okay. Had me a little bit worried there, but actually you may be able to see that structure out that way. If I've got enough storage left, I'll go out that way once I'm done here. See, actually, I'm gonna walk to the end of this. I'm gonna get on top of here. You can actually walk on top of that, so should be fun. Whoa. Didn't really sound like a gun. Sounded like something collapsed. I believe there's a recycling center not far from here. So maybe they dropped something. That's what we're hearing. I just think this is like one of my favorite places to go. It's one of the first places I ever explored. It's got a very unique look to it. I've always liked it. And it's interesting, you may have noticed, let's see, that there's these rails here on the ground. I'm assuming carts were used to transport materials and stuff. Quite a few tires here. And I think there's straight ahead off that little road I came in on, there's a few, what's left of a few other small structures. Might go look at those too. Oh, actually, hold on. I believe you can see the big tower from here. If you look real closely through those trees, you'll see this big concrete structure. We're gonna walk under that and I'll get some footage of that. It's pretty cool. There's the bike. Whoop. What do you have there? Oh, that came off an old Eureka vacuum cleaner. If I remember correctly, I think I just walked up this one to get up there. It was the easiest way, I think. Whoop, shit. But we'll walk through here first. Now see, these things are interesting. I'd really like to know what they are. But I'm assuming this is, over the years, this is like filling and impurities in the concrete structure that are just seeping out of the concrete. I'm assuming that's what it is, but I really don't know. They're kind of neat looking though. They look like stalactites that you'd see in a cave or something. And this big ass tree that is growing its way all the way out. Gives you an idea of how long this place has been abandoned. Long time. There's that big bastard building right there. You can see it. They're pretty hollow and fragile. Quite interesting. See, that's a bit I broke off. This looks like a pipeline connection for something. Alright, let's get on with it. I don't have an infinite amount of storage here. Ow, God damn it. Really majestic. Yeah, see, this is the back end of the recycling center. Now, I'm thinking that this stuff here, they look like old data storage reels. That's what they look like to me. I mean, they're ruined, but that's what they look like. And that goes around to the other side of the building. I'll show you the other side of that big rubble pile. Down the corridor there. This is the other end. Pretty messy. Well, that's poison. Alright. I'm gonna cut and bring it back. It's me going up top. See you in a minute. Alright, I've made it to the top of one of these little piles. Here's a big structure. See if I can use this to get myself over. Let's set the camera down for a second. All's good in there. Alright. Now see, this is the interesting thing. If you start up here, you actually don't even know that you're not even on the ground. There's so much soil that is formed. It's its own layer of topsoil. Now that underground bit is right under us. That's where I was in the beginning of the video. But to be fair, we're really not that far off the ground. See, it's not, maybe 3.5 feet, 4 feet on this side. Quite a bit more on the other side though. Now see, this is interesting. I'm wondering if it's stuff that was left in these storage buildings. See, that white stuff just covers this area. Another Westinghouse fuse box. Alright, let's walk this way. Shit's getting a little bit hot in all this gear. Get a little bit better view of this thing. pretty big. There's actually, off to the right there, to those trees, there's an old rail line where they used to load and unload materials, which is pretty cool. Oh, they cut that shit right off. See where that's sagging real bad? That's dangerous. That's something you don't want to walk on. It may be concrete and rebar, but with standing water like that, water starts to seep into the cracks and porous places in the concrete. It oxidizes the rebar, and so basically that thing has almost no structural integrity. So if you see something like that, you don't walk on it. It's not a good idea. Even places where there's no standing water, you really don't know how oxidized the rebar underneath is, which is what actually gives concrete buildings and pylons and stuff their integrity. Concrete itself is actually quite brittle. Well, here's down under. Ah, that cool air coming out of here feels good. I believe it's about 65 degrees right now, but I mean, I've got all my leather crap on from the ride over here. Alright, so I'm going to go back down and see if I can find a path to the other structure out in the woods. It's got the rail line. You'll see me come back when I get there. Alright, I'm going to try something a little different. The approach I had in mind was to go completely back down, but I think I can actually get off right here. Yeah, it's not too bad. I believe there's actually a little underground... Ah, fuck hell. Jesus Christ. I hate spiders. Alright. What I was saying was, before I inhaled a fucking spider, that there's a, I don't see it, but there's like a little tunnel somewhere in here. I don't see it though. It's been a while since I've been up here, so I don't quite remember where everything is exactly. Fuck off. Oh yeah, there's the tunnel right there. Now it doesn't go very deep. I got super excited the first time I saw it because I thought it was like, oh, it's a mine. But it's not. It's just a concrete pit where it looks like they stored some equipment. Yeah, this hole was here last time too. I'm assuming somebody made it, because it looks pretty deliberate. So, but let's see if my lights can get that far. Not quite, but I'll walk through here. You know what? Give me a fucking stick. I'm tired of walking into spiders. There you go. There's another one. I feel like there was a reason I didn't go this way last time. I ran into some trouble, but I don't remember what it was. I remember having to go back. So actually, I'm going to cut it here. Be right back. Alright, I've made my way back around. I'm back on this end now. Which I didn't actually go the way I anticipated going, because I remember It's basically an impenetrable wall of briars after we got to the end. I remember having to circle back around. So, to avoid that, just came back this way. Fuck all spiders. There it is. There's our goal. It's funny, this place is pretty damn big, but you really can't tell the whole size of it because it's just so sort of embedded in greenery. It's a pretty damn big fence, but I mean, I walked right to hell through it. Looks like a truck could drive through that if it wasn't for all the trees and shit. So I don't know what the fucking point of the fence is. So you gotta be careful. There was apparently some underground passages here. That's a place where it's either caved in or it used to be an access of some kind. But fuck, I don't remember how I got over there. Shit. Let me go this way. It looks like a path. I may not be able to get to that today. I'm running out of film. There's still a few more things I want to get to. Nah, I don't want to have to go down this fucking ravine. There's all kinds of pits and holes and shit. And I don't need to break my damn ankle out here. Actually, I think this used to be a road, because I think that there's an access that way, but get out here and get one more shot. You can sort of see the trusses. There you go. Yeah, there's rail lines up there, so the train would come up here, and I'm assuming it's the those big tank cars that have openings in the bottom, is what I'm assuming this is for. So, all right, I'm gonna go to the other auxiliary buildings, and we'll be right back. All right, so I've walked back to the road where I came in on. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a spider web. Which, I mean, I guess I can give you guys a hint where this place is at. That right there is the, the Blue Ridge Walking Trail, I think, is the name of it. It's right off of there. Here you can see some remains of a building. Fuck, I don't remember where that other one was at. I don't see it. There's a thing. Where the fuck was this building? I remember this foundation here, but I guess it was farther. Yeah, you can see there used to be buildings out here. Foundation, foundation, foundation. Fucking spiders. Just hoping nothing too seems solid. This is a fairly large building. Let's go this way. Ow, damn it. There it is. There's a hole of ground. There it is. Shit, last time I came through here, this bottom layer was flooded. Wonder if it still is. Let's go up here first. Oh, this is nice and homey. Good place to hunker down if you got caught in the rain while you're out here. Oh, wait. I think I remember there being wasps in here. Yeah, let's not chance it. Or maybe that was in Bassett. I don't know. Well, this doesn't look too bad today. I haven't had much rain recently. Just some pipe. Another box. Which once I leave here, there may be a video tacked on to the end of this. I might go through the town of Freeze and take some footage of the dam there. It's a nice little town, I like it. Alright, that's the end of this section. Be back in a sec. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I'm really glad I got to come back here with a decent camera and re-record, because this is a pretty neat place. I've always liked it. Yeah, I got enough footage left. When I drive back through Freeze, I'll take a little video through there. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm planning on going to another pretty big, spectacular place soon. But, weather and schedule permitting. Alright, so I guess I'll see you guys later. Adios.